So many of you know this guy. Many of you have watched the video in the past because a few months ago he was trending. Not super trending, but at least his videos surfaced where he was telling PM that hand go touch you. Hand go touch you. And it was rumored that he lives in UK, somewhere in UK, in England. Some said in Ireland, and I don't know, but you understand the point. The thing is that he is a Nigerian, and some people say he's a Yoruba guy. Some said no, he's not a Yoruba, he's from Edo State. But honestly, I don't care where he come from because what he said, he's not representing anybody. He is speaking for himself and his family alone, not to organize, not to, look down on other tribe or antagonize any ethnic group because of his statement or his own view. So, without wasting much of your time, like I said, it's gonna be a quick reaction video, very very quick one, and I want you to give me your ear, pay close attention to what you're about to say. It may help you, whether you are Igbo or not, whether in support of Biafra or not, whether you are in support of Nigerian existence or not. But let us learn from what this guy is doing. It's gonna help you. Maybe not even about Nigerian, maybe in your family, because sometimes in a family you may have somebody who drive joy in segregating, bringing divisions in the in a family, even if not in a family, and hatred against another person, like bringing something that's gonna corrupt your mind or make you begin to see other people as your number one enemy. Now, people like this exist in every tribe. That's not the fact. But some of them are more ruthless. Like, even though you, because I've seen some Yoruba people who claim or act as if they hated Igbo so much, and not that act. In fact, they hate Igbo people so much. And I have seen some people, like I have someone from river, this riverine area like Delta, River State, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa and all that, and somehow don't agree with anything that has to do with Igbo people. They hate Igbo, anybody, anything Igbo so much. Then I've seen some Igbo, of course, who don't believe that Yoruba people, that you can see a good Yoruba man, and they hated everybody from Yoruba as well. But sometimes when you begin to measure the hatred, you find out that some are more ruthless, more dangerous than others. This very guy here, he thought he's funny. To him, he's a comedian, but he's not. This guy is a preacher of hate and liars. He lies a lot. But I'm not here to, go through his lifestyle. I don't even know him in person, but based on what he puts out there in social media, one can predict what he represents. Now, as you can see here, Igbanke says they are not Bini. That's what he put here. And a few days ago, I made a video where we talked about it. And that video, some of you have watched it, and some don't, because I've noticed that many people that followed us here, if you bring any news that has something to do with maybe Biafra, or maybe almost all the news centered to Biafra freedom, but some people perceive it as you are propagating news that is not about our freedom, about Biafra, and so they're not gonna watch it. Especially when they notice that the picture of that's the thumbnail of the video says something different from what they normally see here on the platform. They don't pay much attention to the video, but few of you that watch that video can relate to what I'm about to discuss. Now, remember I told you that these guys have made utterances before against PM, against Biafra, and he always proved that he hates Igbos and Biafrans so much. Some people say that he's from Asia. Some say that he's a Yoruba person. Like I said, we're looking at his own the physique. I don't see him as a Yoruba person. Okay, I'm not saying that you don't have Yoruba people that look like him, but oh, if Roya can say yes, now this person is from so place. Now, where he come from does not really matter. But what I have to let you know that he's not an Igbo person. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's not an Igbo person. And what he said here is very, very, very bad. Like trying to, look down or insult Igbanke people because of they told you that they're not Benin people, and it did not go down well with him. Now, without waste much of your time, let us go through what he said. Then from there, you can now connect to what I'm about to say, because many of you have watched the video, some have not. This is an opportunity for you to watch it and just listen, please. Now, listen. Some people now they shop in the food now for command. For inside those states, they for command. Say there be Igbo people, indigenous Igbo people of those states. Say Igbanke. No, now watch out. Now, in case you don't know, because I don't know, his voice is quite low. In case you don't know what the protest is all about, is Igbanke people protesting that they have been marginalized in Edo State. Remember, in our live stream yesterday, we talked about the statement of Musa, who claimed that Igbo people are being warned that they should be mindful of how they propagate Biafran or IPOB issue on social media anymore. That is now forbidden. Every Tom and Jerry, everybody, anything at all, every ant, every mushroom are now threatening or seeing Igbo people as like their prey, like something that is there for them to eat. Now, why the marginalization is going on in Nigeria and on Igbo people, every other tribe, people that have been just like a slave enslaving another person. I don't know. I don't want to insult anybody, but you understand what I'm saying? Like somebody who is going through a lot. You are being marginalized. You are being subjugated. You are being looked down upon. At the same time, you are looking for somebody to look down upon as well. You are from minority group according to Nigerian structure. Then you are driving joy to see another person who are being marginalized, like they are marginalizing you. You are celebrating that marginalization, and yet you expect to be free, and you expect people to, cry for you that you are being marginalized. You see, that was what happened that when Musa said what he said, because he cannot say that on Fulani people. Then this guy is blaming the Igbanke people for crying out that they are being marginalized by Oba of Bini. What prompted them to do the protest and to start shouting that they are not in Bini now is accumulation of many things. One of the recent one is that Oba of Bini suspended their traditional rulers, like their Igwe or maybe kingsmen, and no king, like that, like leaders of the Banke people. Just like in the Igbo people used to have this kind of Obi and Igwe, something like that. They have the same thing. A few years ago, it was reported that the late Igwe of Benin decided to change them, to approach them, to lobby them to change their name, to drop Igwe and Obi, and begin to answer their own Benin native language that they use on their own. That the name of their own traditional rulers, and they mutually choose that kind of thing. They accepted it. Now they advanced it by suspending them, not one, 3 of them. That pushed these people to say, okay, we have had enough. In fact, we're going to correct our mistake by going back to the name that our people know that they don't even know all these names that you guys give to us. And this guy from his own hideout begin to talk down on that, not only on the Igbanke people and Igbo people, of course. Now, like I said, hear him.
But I confess to you, I can't go. If you see speed, you are there wrong. Comment section. First comment you have to read. Person like say, since they say they don't be, say they be Igbo, say they don't be from that side. I can't remember the comment, but let's say maybe they back their way to go their Igbo side. Since they say Oba Ogini don't be their Oba. As I read that comment, it pain me. Say those people come out saying I can't start immediately because me I want to take the case. I can't start to go check Nigeria's constitution because please, in as much say we joke over here, please always check everything that comes out of our mouth. It's always backed by the constitution. That's what it is. I will check that. I say I open to I read constitution, left, right, center. I form panel, I do everything, I ask questions, I did everything. Sadly, you are right, though. Those people are right. Sadly, they are right. They have the rights to what they're doing. They have the rights to their own king. Sadly, that's Nigeria's constitution. Nigeria's constitution allows them. They are indigenous people of Edo State. Yes, they are right. Sadly, they are right. Which is one thing I want us to start learning how to do, which is telling ourselves the truth. Because your father told you a story doesn't mean your father is right. Always go and check to see if that story your father told you is right. So, by Nigeria's constitution, they are right. Nigeria practices two kind of system. We have the modern and the traditional system. That's why we have over 300 traditional rulers. Nigeria, over 300. And we have, we still have our governors, we have our local government, we have all those kind of things. You get what I mean? So, to be fair, they are right. It's their ancestral land. Now that place where they are, that community is their ancestral land. So
Now, he said that he quickly rushed on, conversation to check what people are saying based on what Igbanke people are, what they choose to do now by going back to their root. And when he got there, he found that somebody is calling them to begin to, since you said that Oba Bini is no longer your king, begin to pack your bag and go back to Igbo land. You see the mentality of some people who are passing through this element of this modern slavery, and they're being enslaved by their own fellow black man without them knowing, thinking that they are protecting the system. Somebody that made a comment is trying to tell Igbanke people, since you say that you want to be Igbo, then go to Igbo land. That they forgot. In fact, they know, because all of them, these are criminal-minded people. They know that this is Igbo land being carved out to build you, to make you become a state by number and by landmark. So it will not be as if you are too small. They have to use Igbo people to make you have your own state at the detriment of the wish of the people. And while doing that, you are bringing the number and the percentage and the landmark of Igbo people down, just a way to shrink Igbo because of war, because of the war and all that. And this guy said that sadly, he quickly rushed to the comment, to comment and find out that the person made the comment, and he went to Nigerian Constitution. He read the side, and he found out that truly that everybody being allowed to have to identify themselves based on where they come from and their ancestral origin. Like, knowing that the Igbanke people are Igbanke, they are not being migrated from any place, that this is who they are. And their land were being carved to Edo State. Truly, they are indigenous of Edo State, according to this guy. But the truth is that it's not about, they are not indigenous of Edo State. They use these people's land to build Edo State. What do I mean by that? To make sure that Edo State have a reasonable number of local government to form a state. The same thing, when you hear the Igbo people in Benue, Igbo people in maybe Akwa Ibom, Igbo people in Delta, They know that number of people who claim their debtors today are not enough to form a state. Okay, they have to carve Igbo part and support them to build to make up a state. That is just a fact. Then why doing that? It's just like a win-win for them. When you are doing that, the number of Igbo people and the landmark is shrinking, and they did not end there. They also invested their energy and their time to convince those Igbo people that are being carved out from those states that look, you are different from the other Igbos, so you and you guys are not the same. Accept it. The more you accept it, it's better for you. But when they want to do something that is going to hurt you, they will tell you that you are an Igbo. I'm not here to preach for any violence or anything. I'm just trying to remind you of how the whole thing is being made to be. Like the reason why they carve it the way it is today. Now, this guy said that sadly that it is true that they are from the land they occupy today, even though it's being carved in those states, is their central land. Countering what the other one said on the conversation that they should leave your bag, pack your bag and go. Like um, who the civilian of this world likely say that if you say that you live Bini, to them you are being carved to them to form a state, but you are now being the one to they will tell to leave your land and go back since you don't want, because all they wanted is that land, not you. Not you. They just want the land, not you. Now, and they will turn around to tell that Igbo people are the one they want to occupy, they want to, take their land. That Igbos travel from place to place because they want to grab land. But you have used the system that make the country to be what they say that it is today. And Igbo people are the one paying for that because no other tribe in Nigeria have been, disorganized by Nigerian structure the way they have disorganized the Igbo people. The question is, what I'm saying now, does it mean that Igbos hate other tribe? No. Oh, Igbos don't want to associate themselves with other tribe. The answer is no. But you who made it that way, you are the one that actually planning and doing everything possible to make it be like that, because to you, Igbo's people are just like like one of the item, one of the tools that will enable you to build this your imaginary country the way you want it to be. The hatred of the Igbo people cannot stop anytime soon. And I don't blame anybody hating on Igbo people, because you have to love yourself before another person can love you. Just like I said, when some of them said that you have to fall back, that you declare Biafra USB government, and somehow you falling back is the way to go. Then I asked, if you want to fall back, why declare Biafra then? They said, oh, they declare Biafra for them to have a brand, they have a brand. Okay, that brand, USB brand, to fight for freedom. Then why don't you stand on that brand and fight for freedom? They said, no, you have to go back to Briggy. That is good to fight from exile. Okay, if it's good to fight from exile, where is the USB then? USB is the thing that you want to have. And there's no law that says you must go back, must be in exile to fight for freedom. So it depends on what they want anyway. But I just want to understand that this issue of, we are being hated everywhere, Igbos are going through, some of these things that we are complaining is solvable. But you refuse to love and cherish yourself. Now hear him, because I don't know if the volume is audible enough for you to capture this part, because this part is not all that loud.
They have the right to have their own China easy and business color. But they have the right. Nigeria's law back them. So if the governor of Edo State could approve it and just give them their own easy. So you have their own choice. Probably they must have appointed one, because it should be a village thing. So they already know who is their easy and things like that, because they have their own customary law, they have their own traditions, they have their own everything. Sadly, we have to tell ourselves the truth.
He said that it is a thing of sad. The guy is in pain because they identify their root. Okay? Now, at any part, you're going to hear what he said.
So some people will say, what is the difference between that and Biafra? The difference is this. Biafra is seeking for a country. Igbanke and Igbanke people are seeking for self-determination.
This is where the his own illiteracy, is being activated. Did you hear what he said? That what is different between what the Igbanke people are doing and Biafra? He said that the Igbanke people are seeking for self-determination, but Biafrans are seeking for a country. I don't understand. I don't understand this guy brain. Okay, Igbanke people are seeking for self-determination, why Biafrans are seeking for a country. Remember, whether this guy is from Benin or Yoruba, it doesn't matter. Between these two, Yoruba land and Benin people, which of them is safe from Fulani? Like Fulani cannot dare to take them over. His video about I've not seen any video of him trending about the buying in Edo State. No, the buying of Christians, because he don't look like a Muslim. That's number one. So, but does he care? No. The only thing that made them to, the only thing that are working their spirit or their consciousness is any issue that has to do with subduing or subjecting Igbo people. That's what they give them. That's what they give them joy. You can't see his video addressing the insecurity being caused by Fulani, not at all, because from A to Z are very, very afraid. When army chief is afraid of Fulani, is it non-army person? All of them are scared. Everybody is afraid. And the annoying part is that if you want to sacrifice your own energy to actually talk about it, this same your brother that are afraid will be the one to cover your head and facilitate the you know kind of your kidnapping and all that. Now listen.
Self-determination. They have their own community. Their community is not even on that building. Their community is not in building. Their community is their community. So you understand? So all these facts are things we need to know. Which, when I become president, I will make sure every Nigerian knows Nigeria's constitution so that they can know your rights. That's the problem. We don't know the constitution. We don't know our left from right. But when we know all these things, then we always say my mama said
That when I become president, everybody must go and read constitution. That all this in my mama say, my papa say, kifu diti, iti pataka. You don't even ask who wrote the constitution. On what mandate did you draft the constitution? The constitution you're talking about is made for who? In whose favor? I don't. And he's trying to lead. You can see his own dream to become president. Now
my
listen.
mama say my grandmother told me this man. Your grandmother which school you go? Your grandma, your great grandparents.
He say your grandma, which school you go? As if they teach history. Can you mention one university in Nigeria that actually teach proper Nigerian history? Not at all. The only history they will tell you is how the first republic, how Mongo Park discovered Niger, and how Frederick Lugard come to Nigeria and said that from today you are Nigeria, and how Brother Shaw said it. All this news, all this history that just to let you know that we started from somewhere to build Nigeria, and that kind of thing. But what Nigeria have passed through and what is holding Nigeria backward today, and the intention of people. How many of you know about how Fulani conquered Hausa in the history? It's not there. Not at all. What is the history of Hausa before the white man came? Can you see that on the history book? Do you even have any history book that says something about that? Sometimes, if you have it, it's a secret book that is not allowed to be read or to be taught in school. They're not going to teach anything there. The only thing they'll do is just to pick the activities of white people that conquered Nigeria and share it to you, so that you'll be very proud of that at the result of the white man. Anyway, listen.
How many of them could write? How many of them could read? Let's be honest now. So you understand, these are all modern day way, let's make it modern. It's modern already. So we just have to treat it as it is, which is the modern, which people like us will now start getting to treat it the way it is. They have the right
Like people like us now, they were out to tell you the truth the way it is. The way these people. Anyway, you get the point, right? He can never ever say anything that's gonna save your life, not at all. And not it's not as if he's blindfolded or that you don't know the danger at hand or the danger at head. He understands it, but have to select your word. Makakana when one motherfucker.
It's now up to the governor of those states to determine if he's going to approve it. And he hurts, but it's the truth.
That is, it's not determined by the governor of the state to approve it. That it is hot, but it is true. Why do you feel pain about it? Because of the hatred they have on Igbo people. Somehow that these people that you thought that were finally brainwashed are now realizing that look, this is who we are. This goes to other communities, other tribes that are shying away from who you are because of what one of the imaginary promises they give you and all that. Think twice. And he end up saying this.
So, first time, Igbo people fold my hand. Fold my hand. But Biafra people.
That first time he folded his hand on Igbo, any Igbo issue that has to do with Igbo. But the Biafran people, what happened?
See, that's why I always tell the truth.
Did you hear that? That for Biafran people that are going to hear me, you are going to hear me. Okay? The issue is that what is your plan about what is yet to come or what is going to come to your own hometown and your own villages? It's because you're not a Fulani man. What is your plan? So the only plan you have is how Biafran people will hear me. So what have you done to make sure that you yourself will not hear me? The answer is not. You can't even say anything. Anyway, my people, I just want to share this with us. We have a lot of people like this in southeastern part of Nigeria or old eastern region, in Biafra land, in non-Biafra land. Every southern person, Yoruba, Igbo, and other ethnic group that are from south old eastern region and even all the south, you have people like this. Their brain will always activated when an issue that enable people to hate Igbo people or to buy Igbo people is involved. But for them to do something to even save their own self, not at all. They can never ever say anything or do anything in that aspect. Because to them, the best way to be relevant is to step on Igbo man because Igbo people are there for a take. But as you focus and you put your eyes on how to bring Igbo people down, you are losing your land. You are losing your heritage. You will end up, without knowing, converting to forcefully to Isiana. That is what I can say about it because it is the area you begin to understand what is yet to come is better for you. So my people, like the video and tell me what to think about all we discussed so far. God bless you. See you again. Bye bye for now.